matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings, and it comes your way.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, this may be their best chance to finally break the goose egg, Charles. They've been here 4 times previously, still looking, though, for that first Super Bowl victory.
And as every Vikings fan can tell you, those were Super Bowls 4, 8, 9, and 11. So going on close to a half century since their last appearance in the big game.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with a first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out, a player who turned a memorable debut into now a 6-year NFL career out of Southern Miss, Nick Mullins.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning he's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Steps away to his left. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
And every time I see one of these plays occur, I always think to myself, it takes a quarterback not only with a strong arm, sometimes with great mechanics, great footwork, obviously good vision, and sometimes just one of those to complete this type of a pass. Back against the grain, all the way across field, and sometimes you catch the defense just not believing you can make that throw.
They go play action here on first down. That's down the field for Jefferson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 47 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And out come the Chiefs now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field and is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. It's a tight game here early. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but lines have incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now it's Mahomes again. It's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Third and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
This goes out wide from Madison. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. He'll drop to throw. That is taken down. A Cheifs save. Nick Bolton. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver, 66 yards. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if
Travis Kelce. Look at the big fella go. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce. His second touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pardon, so many times in games we see the most difficult acrobatic catches, whether it's on offense or even interceptions. In this case, this ball's tipped and popped up in the air, and it looks like a chance for a pick. And guess what? For whatever reason, they just couldn't finish the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They're going to try and throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for as much as anyone, but 4th and long, yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Mahomes now to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Mahomes. And he'll just get rapid.
I see a surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. It's caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive of 4 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the...
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Cheifs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise...
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do. It gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start by running the option to the right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Quickly to Addison here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. Dropped at the 35, able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Brought down by Willie Gay.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. Wide open receiver complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
They'll come out in the pistol. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Madison. And he'll get it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
We're getting set up for what should be a great fourth quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the third quarter.
Joseph now to have the PAT. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we see James, he will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. Now he's brought down. Another nice this gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Rice. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. Down to the 22-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Here's Pacheco once again. He'll be well short of 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by a field goal, 35 seconds to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And the Vikings use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it throws incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's first down. Mahomes. Kelsey, out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they? Nope. That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.